Hello, my name is Band-Aid, and today I'm going to be showing you some tricks about how to work with redstone and how to get it to go uphill and stuff. Now, at first, let me just show you the way I was taught to do it, which there's a nice benefit to this in that you can only occupy one square in a column, and so it's very nice because it's very compact. But the problem with it is you will actually run into a fair amount of delay. And so, for example, actually let's go one more block up. And there we go. And let's do this over here. Oops. And we'll go over this way. And let's put a lever. So now, if you flip this lever, you'll see it actually takes a second for that light to flip on and off. And that can cause you some real headaches sometimes. And so that's where my trick comes in. If you watch, instead of using torches to go up, what you can use is what I call my half-slab ladder method. Now, before you can make your half-slab ladder, you need to put these blocks here. Now, the type of block isn't important. They're really just a placeholder. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. There. That should be enough. And let's do another column over here. And it's just easier to use these. Actually, I believe you have to use those in order to place your upside down half slabs. And I've got to break this out so that I can place that there. And once you place the first one, it goes pretty quick after that. So you need to break out every other block. And what each of these blocks that are remaining is going to do is they are going to allow you to place your upside down half slab. Okay, let's get placing, and off we go. Sorry, I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Apparently that means I mess up a lot. Okay, once we got our slabs placed, now all we need to do is place redstone on top of them. Now, it's not going to be able to go all the way up, and so I purposely made it so tall that we would need to put a repeater. Now, if you notice, instead of the redstone just being in a circle, it's actually in a line because this redstone is connecting to that, and that redstone is connecting to that. And it's really a nifty trick. Okay. And normally I like to have the switch on when I lay that stuff, just so that way I can see if I mess anything up. Okay. Looks like it dies out right here. So wherever it dies out, you actually don't need that block. And then what you do is just place a normal block and throw a repeater down. Oops. and place that there, and it continues our signal on. And let's put a little indicator light here, just to show that. And actually, now that I think about it, let's put an inverter and then an indicator light, just so that way this is consistent with the other column. Okay, so that should be good. Now, if we switch our lever here, if you notice, the one I just made goes up a lot greater distance, but it's actually more responsive than the torch method. And that is because each of these torches actually add a little bit of delay. I want to say it's about the same as a single redstone repeater, but I'm not exactly certain. But with this, it adds, however many torches that is, and this way, it only adds that one delay there, and technically this is adding some delay, but really that's just for display purposes. It's really not necessary. Like if you were to hook it up to a piston or something, or maybe a switch track for a minecart. Okay, well, now that I've shown you the two different methods, and I actually prefer this redstone ladder method, now that I've shown you those, let me show you the only way I know of to go directly downhill. Now, of course, there's the stair method. I'm not even going to show you guys that. I think you can pretty much figure that out, how to make redstone go downstairs. Okay, so let's say I have I'm going to put a lever here, and you put a little redstone there. Now, all you have to do is put a block with a torch, and then a space for the redstone, and then a block, and we'll put a torch there, space for the redstone, block, torch, space for redstone, block, block, torch, space for redstone, and I usually like to do the blocks first, just so that I can plan stuff out and wind up having everything line up properly. Okay, now let's go through and put our torches down. Now, something I don't think I mentioned before, when you're doing this column method like this, depending on what you're doing, if on needs to be on at the top, then you need to have an even number of these torches. But if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. You can easily toggle it. And oops, bonus torch. Alright. You know what, I don't think I did this last one right. Alright. Let's try that. Okay. Now, we put a little that there. And sure, that looks good. And while we're at it, let's put a little indicator light there. Okay. Now if you notice, it's toggling with each piece of redstone I put on. And I kind of like doing it this way just so I can make sure that each piece is making connection to the last. Because sometimes it doesn't if you screw up. Okay, so now that we have this built, throw this lever, and you can see that turns on. Now, you can see there's definitely some delay going on there, but without doing the old school stair method, this is the only way I know of to go directly down, yet remain compact. And I don't know of any others. Actually, if anybody knows of one, please feel free to post it in the comments. Now, these are all the methods for going up and down. Now, this half-slab ladder method that I think I found, I haven't heard of it from anybody else. There's a limitation to it. However, it's also a nice little trick that you can use to your advantage. And that is, you can go up, you can make a redstone signal go up this way, but it will not go down this ladder. I know it seems like it should. I thought it should. but it doesn't. So let me show you how you can use that to your advantage. Let's say you have a redstone signal here, and once again we put a block in the air so that we can place our upside down half slab, and then now we can just place normal blocks on this side. Now if you notice, we can do the same, it's the same concept as the ladder. However, just like the ladder, it only goes uphill. So let's say we take off this torch and we put it over here. You notice it stops right at this edge here. And what that means is we now have ourselves a magical one-way gate, or a diode, that acts just like a repeater does, except it doesn't add any delay. So let's say, the normal way of doing this stuff would be to just throw a repeater down. But the problem is that repeater is going to add 1/10 of a second. And if you've done a lot of redstone work with pistons and stuff, that 1/10 of a second can really mess you up, and it can really add up if you have enough of them. So that's why this half slab method is so cool, because one, it takes out all the delay. I believe it's instantaneous. And two, I want to say this is cheaper to make. This, you need redstone torches and all the stuff to craft that. With this, you just need a half slab and a piece of redstone to throw on it. So that's really it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you don't find me annoying, please subscribe, and I'm sure I'll be posting more either helpful videos or just whatever. Also, I wanted to make a point to mention my KeepItemsOnDeath mod that I just made. It is Forge compatible, so if you need mods that require Forge, all the other that I have found aren't even compatible. The one that I made is not only compatible, it requires Forge. So you might find that handy. I'm also working on another mod, but I'll tell you guys about that later when I'm further on it. Please subscribe. I'll throw a button up on the screen now, and see you guys later.